It's Thursday, actually.
I'm feeling like a grub. You know, I haven't had a shower. I need a shower. And I was like, here's how I know I'm a grub, because I'm like, I don't know how long it's been. It's been more than 2 days, I can tell you that. Because usually I take a shower every other day. I'm not an especially stinky guy. But by day 3, I feel like I should take a shower. But I'm like, has it been 3? Has it been 4 days? I don't know. And in between, I did kind of refresh my hair and dunk it under the shower and kind of wet it and dry it. Not with shampoo, mind you, but, you know, so I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, but anyway, I'm on my way to the post office to drop off some prints and some voting materials and an eBay sale. And then I'm going to go to East Coffee, which is the further coffee shop, which I wasn't going to go to because I've already gone there twice this week. But tomorrow's Halloween, and I'm volunteering at the kids' class for Spider Day, which her school is weird because it's Halloween Day, but it's also Spider Day for her class. For other classes, it's like Mad Scientist Day, other day, whatever. It's also Twin Day, where you're supposed to dress like your friend. And there's some other day. There's like 5 themes going on at once on Halloween. Ridiculous. So we're just basically doing Halloween, and Spider Day is part of Halloween as far as I'm concerned. So I'm not going to be able to go here tomorrow. If I go anywhere, it'll be a quick little place. And then Monday she has off school. So this is my last chance to have a big East Coffee drawing session for, I don't know, 5 days. And yeah, I'm simultaneously feeling motivated to work and dejected and despondent at the same time, which is it's a common occurrence for me. But I am looking forward to some coffee. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I dropped off the letter, the voting letter, and I dropped off the print, but the eBay sale. The box is too big to fit in their little Dropbox thing, which is like a medium one. Some have gone to have really small ones, some have huge ones. This one's medium. It won't fit, and the lobby doesn't open for another 15 minutes. And I'm not gonna sit here and wait, especially because I know I have to go back to the post office either later today or tomorrow for another art print sale that I didn't have a chance to package up before this morning. On to coffee. It's Thursday afternoon. I just spent, well, I did some video editing and a few other things, but I think I spent about an hour more on this, give or take, turning it from that into that. And this is an example of where I made it marginally better. Probably not worth the time investment. I do like it better now, but moving on from that, I did work on the horror a bit. And it looks like it's inked, but these are pencils is what I'd consider it for that panel. And I need to work on some other panels. I realize I'm probably gonna need to stop showing so much of the horror issue 4 because we're getting into spoiler territory already. Yeah. I took a shower yesterday. I had to deal with all that cat poop cleaning, and I took a shower after that. I completely forgot. I haven't shaved in a while. That might have thrown me off. Anyway, I'm leaving the coffee shop a little bit early. So I was gonna take a shower, but I don't need to. But I gotta do some more stuff at home before I pick up the kids. So here I go. School, I'm at a random coffee shop. This is a place called Crave. I've actually been here once before, maybe twice, with like a local group, never by myself. It's not super close to my house. Although it is kind of cool. I can see maybe coming here in the future. I don't know what their food is. But we are out. I went to the post office, dropped off the other stuff I needed to. And we went to Michael's to get a black shirt for the kid and a leaf pressing book, if that exists. And she had to go to the potty, and we went, and it was a whole thing because there was a code and to forget the code. And then we went in there, and they had no toilet seat covers, no paper towels, and like 6 squares of toilet paper. We got through it, came out, walked around for a little bit, and then she's like, I gotta go number 2. So we're not going back in there, and we told someone they were out of stuff, and they were like, okay, well, you know, we're not gonna fix that right now. So it was unusable. So we walked down to this coffee shop, and now I'm getting a cup of coffee, which I didn't plan on getting. And she's in a solo bathroom, so I'm hoping everything's going well. And then we still have to, I guess we'll go back to Michael's and then Walmart to get shoes. So it's a day. And then shower, bath after. I worked on the Horror 4 earlier, not a ton. And I had been working on the pencils for the second panel and struggling with it the other day, and I kind of blasted through it today like it was no big deal. Then I started struggling with other panels, that seems to be how I do it. But it's coming a little quicker than I thought, which is good, but I'm also worried because I'm like, oh, is this coming quicker because I'm cutting corners, because I'm not stressing about it enough? Like, you know, I don't know. When things come easy, I don't trust them, but that's what's up. Also, I forgot to mention, and this will be a week late because this happened today, or yesterday, Kid Switch issue 1 and 2 Kickstarter started yesterday, and it funded today fully, but it was a small funding, so now they're going for Kickstarters and other things. Like, this is just enough to print some of these comics. This matters because, hey, support indie comics. This matters because the publisher and the creator is a friend of mine, Keith Gleason, Reckless Sidekick Productions. And this matters because I created all the original visuals for the characters and did all the art in the first issue, and I have a variant cover in the second issue. So supporting it supports everybody, including me. So check it out on Kickstarter, Kid Switch. Maybe I'll put a process video here for my color of the cover or something. You think that's real ghosts?
That's so cool.
Oh my gosh, they're flying all over. Hi, ghosts. Boo for you, Halloween. They're glowing and they're floating all over. They're going all over the houses and the roads.
It's because it's Halloween.
I think it's some Mischief Night magic. That's the coolest ghost I've ever seen. There's Oogie Boogie. Oh, they got a countdown for Santa coming. Oh, look at that. That's cool.
Sally, Zero, Jack, woo!
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I want to see the picture.
Oh, okay. What's up? Did you want to tell me a secret? No, that's not what I wanted. It's Halloween day. I just got done volunteering for Spider Day, which is a party at my kids' school. As you can see, it's left its mark on me. So it's after 10. I've got maybe 2.5 hours now. I'm going to the local coffee shop, trying to get a little work done, but I have a bunch of stuff to do that isn't artwork, so we'll see what happens. Just quick. It's a little after 12. Did a lot of social media stuff and a couple other things I need to take care of. I did do some drawing, working on the Hurry for issue 4, page 2. Kind of working on digital pencils again. I'm heading to pick up the kid, but I'm leaving just a few minutes early so I can stop at home and pick up something for the post office and do a few other things. I'm glad I went to her school, but I'm a little bit tired and I don't know. I'm thinking about how tonight we're going trick-or-treating and yeah, everything's fine. I'm just feeling a little tired. Bink. You tired too, kid? All right. Thank you for the licks. It's Saturday morning, and going to Dunkin' Donuts. Halloween yesterday was exhausting but fun. The kid is now 6. I went to the school party. We went trick-or-treating. We went further than we normally go. We went to this further house that is the big Night Before Christmas setup that I think I showed you in a previous video, and she was Jack Skellington, so it all worked out. We also took a picture of her in front of one of our more local houses that had an inflatable Jack Skellington, and Tech Advisor Azuki reminded me that we took a similar picture 2 years ago when she was Sally and put it together, and sure enough, it's almost the same pose, same angle, everything, just her 2 years apart with 2 different Nightmare costumes. But that's kind of cool. Mom stayed over and is watching the kid now. I'm getting a candy bar latte. I've been doing good, eating better and exercising more, and then the last 2 weeks not so much between my birthday and Halloween and stuff. So this is sort of my last hurrah. I didn't get a donut or anything, but I got a candy flavored coffee, which I might not even like, but I'm feeling Halloweeny, so I want to get it. And then we're gonna, I think the plan is to work on cleaning out the garage, which really needs to be done if you've seen any of my videos of that. And then yeah, that's the day. It has actual pieces of candy and pretzel. It's probably not good for me, but it is actually quite delicious. I did get skim milk and only 2 out of the 3 sugar pumps, and it's still, wow, yummy. These were my birthday balloons, but now that it's the day after Halloween, they still are on target. Message, theme, Halloween. Okay, cleaning out the garage, as I said. This is what we got now. I pulled the cars out so there's more room. I actually started doing some stuff over here already, but this is what we're working with. Pile progress has begun. All right, a couple hours work. I don't know how different it looks. At a glance, it looks the same. A lot of stuff got out of here, and these are all to get out of here. They have to go to metal recycling and hazardous waste, and that's getting sold and stuff. And then this over here is a lot more empty, but threw out of stuff, and there's a big pile of giveaway at the end of the curb. More work needed, but progress. The garage came out to this little eatery called Annie's. It's weird. It has like a British theme, but not much of one. There's 2 of them, and one really doesn't. But this one has this red telephone box outside, and I didn't know it, but you could actually get inside. Look, I'm in like an off-brand TARDIS, Professor Spacetime from Community, as it were. I need the It is Sunday. I don't know if you can hear my kid being a weirdo upstairs. Later today when I'm off duty, I'm going to meet somebody from Facebook Marketplace to sell this. After all the garage cleaning out yesterday, there's also a few things we're selling. Some things we threw away, some things we're giving away, whatever. Anyway, I'm meeting someone for that. And we have this treadmill, which I might be selling today, maybe. I mean, somebody said they're gonna come get it, but like we're kind of figuring out time and who knows if that's gonna go anywhere. If you've ever done selling of any kind, but especially on Facebook Marketplace, you can talk to someone for a while, agree on a price, and then you never hear from them again. There's also an air filter that I might have to meet somebody Tuesday. That's what I've been doing with my morning. It's daylight savings. Got up earlier than I needed to. The kid actually slept in to like the regular time, even though you'd expect her to get up early, and then played in her room for a while, which is wild. That never happens. She's brushing her teeth now, and I think we're gonna go out and get a little breakfast from Dunkin' Donuts or something. And yeah, so my plan is to hang with the kid, prepare for maybe selling that treadmill, and then after lunch, go drop off the bookcase and go see Tron Ares for a third time. Now, here's the interesting thing about Tron Ares. A week ago, which would have been the third week it was in theaters, I was like, oh, I want to try to see it in IMAX 3D because I haven't seen that, and I'm a big nerd. And I couldn't find it anywhere near me. It was like, oh, there's one showing at midnight, 45 minutes away, things like that. I was like, oh, and like all the times I was looking at, they only had like 1 or 2 times a day at weird times. And I'm like, I guess it's doing so bad that after 3 weeks, like this is it. Like next week, it won't even be in theaters. But next week is this week. And I looked, and I still have a hard time finding IMAX 3D. I think it's mostly out of IMAX. But there's a 3D showing, there's standard showings, there's showings all over near me. And I'm like, oh, I guess this is the last week. And then I looked, and next week it'll be there too. So like, what's happening? I guess it's still in theaters, but it had like a dip in showings for those days I was trying to see it last week. I don't know. But anyway, that's my plan. And art, no art this weekend. Halloween and other cleaning out garages and stuff. What I've been doing on TikTok, I've been posting every single day on TikTok for quite a while. And it is growing. It is growing more than Instagram or any of my other social media platforms. Not by a lot. I've got like 600-ish followers, but I feel like every day I get like a follower or two. So it's steady progress. And on the weekends, I sort of take off. If I happen to have something to throw up, I do. But what I've been doing is reposting old posts that have 200 or less views to my stories. So I did that so that there's something new up there, but it might be something I posted a year ago and it's on my story, and just to kind of keep the algorithm happy and whatever. So I'm tired. Okay, we're going out. 10 to 12, there's a little hiking trail across the street from the local park that my kid discovered. Well, yes, those aren't words, but that my kids noticed the entrance to when we were trick-or-treating. So today we're checking it out. And then, we did a lot of stuff this morning. Got rid of a treadmill, cleaned the house a bit, and so we're gonna go on a hike, have a little lunch.
I have a sugar daddy.
She's sugar daddy, yes she does. It's like a lollipop. Here.
Beep.
There it is. That's part of her Halloween candy. And then after this, we'll do lunchtime. And after that, I'm gonna meet someone to sell them a bookcase. And then I'm gonna go see Tron for a third time, because it is still in theaters, as I said. But right now, hiking trail. How do you say hiking trail? There you go. Is that Charlie language?
No.
Oh, what language is that?
Silly language.
What?
Silly language.
Silly language. Okay, thank you. A little pile somebody made?
Somebody was playing with rocks.
Yeah. And now somebody else is playing with rocks.
Is something beautiful. Sephora. Paramount Plus has movies.
Front and center is the seat I have. This is my third time seeing Tron Ares. Second time in 3D. Last time the 3D was not noticeable at all, but I was sitting in the back row, and apparently the middle is the best place to sit for it. Not IMAX, digital 3D, but we'll see how it goes. Right next to this movie theater, which I haven't been to before, is this place called Spindles, which is, I guess, a music store, but there's anything with DVDs, comics, a bunch of other stuff. I'll give it a shot. Yeah, well, that was interesting. Very old school. Said they've been here about 17 years, which is funny because I feel like 17 years ago is when shops like this started closing up. It was mostly vinyl, CDs, had some cassette tapes even. Then I didn't see any VHS, but it did have DVDs and Blu-rays, and it had like a small box of comics, mostly from the 90s, a small assortment of toys, mostly from the 90s, and not like anything special or rare, just like, oh, this looks like somebody's old boxed collection from 1998 or something. The guy was nice. He was an older guy, and I just, because I'm like, well, maybe they have some Godzilla movies, because a lot of those are hard to get streamed. Like, do you have any Godzilla movies? Like, oh, we had one. And he was digging around forever, and I'm like, I don't need like the American one, but if you have any of the Japanese ones, he's like, I don't know what it is, but I'll find it. And then I looked again, and I found the 90s American Godzilla. I'm like, is this the one you're thinking of? Because he thought he had one. And he's like, no. I'm like, okay, well, if it's not this one, and it's not one of the new ones, then maybe I might need it. And he was helpful, but it was that kind of helpful where he's like, well, hang out for a minute. And I was kind of ready to be done. And he didn't find it, and that's fine. And I said maybe I'd stop back in, but I don't know if I will. It was kind of interesting, but like there was nothing there I wanted to buy other than maybe a Godzilla Blu-ray that I didn't happen to have because, yeah. And anyway, it's 11 o'clock Sunday night. Something I forgot to mention, getting the treadmill sold and out of the house happened fast and unexpectedly, and like they were like, we're gonna be there in 45 minutes, and then I didn't know. It was brought in a box and assembled, and suddenly, while they're on their way, I realized it wouldn't fit through the door. And I'm like, how do we, and there was furniture in the way. And so suddenly I'm like moving furniture and measuring, and I thought it would go out the back door because there's like 2 doors that could open. And eventually they came and we kind of folded it up, moved a bunch of stuff out of the way, had to take the front door off its hinges. I had to help them. So there was 3 of us, got in their truck, it all worked out, put the door back. And then a little bit later, I couldn't find one of my cats because our back door, it's weird. Like if it's closed and locked, it's secure. But if it's just closed, you breathe on it and it opens. There's something wrong with the latch, which we're going to get addressed. But we kind of forgot about it because it doesn't happen that often. But I had unlocked it because I thought we were going out the back door. A lot of stuff happened, didn't get relocked. One of the cats got out. Now, our cats are indoor-only cats. One cat has literally never been outside. The other cat I found outside when she was less than 1, and other than whatever that misadventure was, she's never been outside. Except she got outside, and I was shaking the treats, looking for her. I couldn't find her. Eventually, I found her under a bush, and she's like, meow, meow, like she's in distress, but she wasn't. And like I'm like, well, come on, here's some treats. I'll bring you inside. Like, so she wasn't like happy and thrilled to be outside and running away from me, but she also wasn't like happy to be rescued and wanting to go inside. So eventually she got near the edge of the bush and I kind of grabbed her and she was complaining and I picked her up and she wasn't like fighting me and scratching me, but she wasn't helping either. It was very strange. Got her back inside. She was covered in all kinds of like leaves and dirt and stuff. So I had to brush her and then do like a dry foam to clean her up. I put some flea and tick medicine on her because she doesn't normally go outside. And anyway, that was like part of my morning. It was a very chaotic day. I'm glad I saw Tron. And tomorrow the kid has no school, and we have a play date in the morning, and I think that will probably end before lunch, and then we're going to go out to eat for lunch and go to the comic store and go to try to buy her some shoes and pants and socks because she's outgrowing everything. I have not drawn since Friday. This is my house. A little bit down the block, this is my neighbor's house. What you're seeing is Christmas decorations up already. Well, my Halloween decorations have not been taken down yet. Whoops, this is 9:30 Tuesday, not the Cat's Lair. 9:30 Tuesday in the Cat's Lair, but on Third Earth, does that have the same time? But aren't we Third Earth? I don't know. We're Third Rock from the Sun, I suppose. Today's Tuesday. No, today's Monday. I was thinking I was supposed to put this video up today. This video goes up tomorrow. That's great because I didn't have it ready because I'm going to bed because I have felt very bad all day. Took the kid to the doctor. Did other thing. We took the kid to the park. The kid had no school today. Took the kid to the park for a play date. We did go out to eat a toast, which was nice. But basically, right after that is when I first started feeling bad. So independent play, I just did nothing. I laid around and felt bad. And then we went to the doctor. Then we had to go to the store to get her some new shoes. And by the time I got back, it was time to make dinner. And then I don't know. I played a game of Fortnite and laid around a lot. And now I'm gonna go get in bed, even though I'm probably not ready for sleep. I'm not fit to do anything else. Making instant oatmeal next to a skeleton cat's butt. Yeah, it's a Tuesday morning. Needs cinnamon. What are you chilling? Here's something you don't see super often, Starbucks. Not that I don't go here, but not as much. I try to go to local places for a variety of reasons. It's Tuesday morning. I'm sitting here because amongst the stuff we were selling and getting rid of was this air purifier filter thing, and I was supposed to meet the guy this morning. Then we found out it doesn't work, or it kind of works, but it doesn't work. The buttons on it don't work. You can only control it through the app, which is what we had been doing. And luckily, Tech Advisor Azuki tested it because she found out it didn't work. So I messaged the guy and I'm like, hey, sorry, it doesn't work. It kind of works, but it doesn't work the way it's supposed to. So we're not going to sell it anymore. If you want it, you could still have it. And he's like, yeah, I still want it. It's like, all right. I also grabbed another air filter we have in the garage. Definitely doesn't work. It's broke, and it was set to be recycled or thrown away. But I'll see if he wants it because maybe he could fix it or doesn't care or whatever. But meanwhile, he's like, we're set to meet at 9. And he's like, maybe I can be there at 8:30. I'm like, I don't know if I can because my kid getting her to school, blah, 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 blah. Of course, today, for the first time in forever, my kid got up, got ready. We were at school. I was walking away from school at 8:16, which never happens. So I was like, oh, maybe he could still meet at 8:30. But apparently he's an hour away. So he said he's on his way a while ago and still won't be here for a while. So I went to a Starbucks, one shopping center over, and I'm like, I'm going to wait here. You can meet me here. If not, call me and I'll come meet you. But now I'm in this weird position where I'm at Starbucks. I didn't draw at all yesterday. I'm going to draw today. I might do a little warm-up, but my main goal is to work on the Horror A4. And, I'm going to drink this Ristretto, a flat white. Flat white. A flat white. I don't know if you could get it. I assume you can get it at other places, but I realize I've only ever got it at Starbucks because that's where I found out it even existed. But as I said, it is Tuesday, and even though it's the morning, I'm going to say we're done for now, and I'll see you next week. Okay, bye.